Hello and welcome to today's reading. Today we will be looking at treats and blessings and sources of abundance that you can look forward to in the near to somewhat distant future. I'd say anytime between now and the next 6 to 8 months is the vibe that I'm getting. So before we begin, I ask that you take one deep breath. Center yourself. And take a moment to intuitively connect with the piles to see which one speaks to you. Take as much time as you need, and then I will be jumping in to reading pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your reading. You chose the fairy stone, which is also associated with good fortune. So right off the bat, that's one thing you can look forward to as a treat or blessing in the near future. In the fairy stone, I see that you are being asked to be open to receiving the goodness and abundance and blessings the universe is seeking to offer you at all times, because you are fully supported and very much being led on the path to your highest and greatest good. And I very much see in the fairy stone that you will be receiving so many blessings based on work that you've been putting in, based on work you've been putting in to leave behind things that you know are no longer serving you, that you know are not right for you. I see that the more you make space by letting go of that which does not serve you, the more you make space for abundance and blessings to flow to you. And I see that you're getting very clear on what the right path is for you. I'm seeing that you're also being asked to release not just relationships, habits, mental patterns, cords that are no longer serving you, but specifically also releasing things from your space that are no longer in alignment with your highest good. Very much seeing that by letting go of things that no longer bring you joy, things that someone else may find a better use for or be more pleased to own than you currently are, by sharing that through donations, through taking out the trash, as somebody who has recently gone through and done some major cleaning, it's so easy to lose track of how much clutter builds up, of how much just stuff finds its way into the nooks and crannies. And in that stuff, a lot of it holds on to energy. And I'm not saying you shouldn't hold on to things that have sentimental value. I'm absolutely not saying that you shouldn't hold on to things that bring you joy, that have a purpose, that you can see yourself continuing to use. That is not at all what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're being asked to evaluate what you have, both in the physical realm and in your relationships, and how you speak to yourself and how you speak to others. And to really make an effort to keep things clear, to let go of anything that might be clouding your energy, that might be cluttering your space, energetically and physically. It's time to let that go. Allow it to fall away. Because I'm seeing the universe is leading you to newer and greater heights, and has a very clear path set for you. In the 5th house of passion, I'm seeing some of the blessings you can expect are new relationships, both in terms of friends and in terms of romance, if that so applies. I'm seeing you're going to have a lot of opportunities to laugh and let go and really connect with your inner child. I'm seeing you're going to have a lot of opportunities to play, however that applies to you. I'm seeing you're going to have the time and energy and means to really treat yourself because you've been putting in this work to let go and make space. And Spirit and the universe have seen that. And so one of the things you can look forward to, I wouldn't at all be surprised to see a vacation, perhaps unexpected. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see invitations to parties or events that you weren't expecting. Perhaps one of your favorite groups will come and announce a concert in your area. Perhaps a friend you haven't seen in a while will come back to town. But something unexpected in the physical realm that's going to leave you feeling very joyous. It's going to leave you with a lot of opportunities to laugh and just very much be in a place of happiness. And I'm very much seeing several opportunities for that over the next 6 months. And for some of you, that'll take place in terms of events that only span a day or part of a day. And for others, it'll take the form of events that span a couple of weeks. But definitely many opportunities that leave you feeling very emotionally, creatively fulfilled. In Jupiter expansion, I'm seeing that these blessings that are coming in for you, you're going to be in a place where you have the opportunity to give back and share the joy that you're receiving and the abundance and blessings you're receiving with others. I'm very much seeing that the more you do to help those around you, the more you practice gratitude for what you have, the more you practice gratitude for being able to give when you can and where you can, the more you make space for unexpected luck and unexpected blessings. The more you make space for the universe to step in and change things for you in ways that you cannot currently see, but that are very much for your highest and greatest good. I'm seeing you're going to have serendipitous moments where it would almost be coincidental, except for the fact that there's been too many coincidences. I'm very much seeing you're going to have moments frequently where you're just happy or giddy or just generally upbeat with no apparent reason. And that's going to shine out from you to those around you. That just by being in that energy, you're going to help others because it's going to spread outwards like ripples in a pond. In the numinous mystery, I'm seeing that one of the blessings you can expect is a further awakening to your own spirituality, strengthening of your intuition. I see that you're going to be picking up on messages the universe is trying to send you. You're going to be picking up on repeating numbers and repeating animals that show up to you. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot of feathers or find a lot of coins on the ground or have moments where you know somebody's going to call before they do. Or you hear a song and you go to listen to it and it has a message for you that you hadn't picked up on before. And the more you tap into that, the more you're going to see how much you are supported. You're going to see more clearly the role you have to play in this life. You're going to see the patterns that have led you to where you're at, that have led you to this increased abundance, these increased moments of serendipity. And in doing so, and acknowledging that, and being grateful for that, it's just going to draw additional abundance and blessings to you. very much being in that energy of the more you have, the more you're grateful for, the more you receive. So group 1, I very much see you are on the right path. I very much see that by continuing to make space for the universe to bring change and bring guidance and bring unexpected surprises, the more you are going to receive. I think it's going to be a very exciting 6 months for you, group 1. And I'm excited for you. That's exciting. I know I just said exciting way too many times, but very cool. Very cool. Thank you, group 1. Feel free to leave a like if this resonated with you. If you find that our energy seems to be on the same frequency, I do invite you to subscribe if you so choose. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading. You chose the Moonstone. And in the Moonstone, I see that one of the blessings you can expect is that a cycle that has been leaving you feeling less than your best is ending. I'm seeing that you are entering a cycle where you're going to be very much in your power and feeling strong and courageous and centered. I'm very much seeing that you're going to be feeling safe and balanced and supported. And I'm seeing a recognition that life does come in cycles and that nothing can stay good or bad for long. Because as we move through these moments and these cycles, it's almost like an ever-expanding spiral. In which, as one ends, it leads to greater growth. And I'm very much seeing you recognizing that and being grateful for it and understanding that the path you're walking, whether you're in a good place right now or whether you're feeling a bit lost or hurt, scared, I'm seeing you're going to recognize that things are always going to get better. It's always going to get better. Because energy ebbs and flows like the cycles of the moon, like the tide. And so too do the energies of our life. So too does the path we walk. And I'm seeing a recognition that as that spiral increases, as you move past those moments that feel the worst and to those moments that feel the best, you're going to recognize that the best can always get better. And while the worst may be redefined for you time and again, nothing can ever stay the worst for long. I'm seeing in the 2 and 3 of Pentacles that the blessings that are coming to you are growing. That in finding balance within yourself, in reaching out and finding your tribe, in reconnecting with the people who love you and the people you love, in making new friendships, in valuing the old, I'm seeing growth emotionally, creatively, in the physical realm, be that monetarily, via new opportunities, but definitely something that's going to impact your daily life. Maybe not on a major scale, but definitely going to be leaving you feeling more balanced, more stable, more supported, and aware that the energy around you is continuing to grow. That what you're manifesting now, while it may not appear immediately, you're going to start to see these little signs, sometimes bigger signs, that the best life that you're imagining, you are actively manifesting it. You are actively co-creating it. And that the more time you take on your own personal healing, the more time you take being gentle with yourself, revisiting past pain, acknowledging it, honoring it, letting it go, the more time you spend really looking at trying to release burdens you've been carrying, particularly burdens you've been carrying for a while, in terms of childhood trauma, in terms of moments of regret and moments of shame and moments of just pain. In pausing and honoring that and taking the time to stop and look back and see how far you've come, that's really going to aid in allowing these blessings to grow. I am seeing that as you look at releasing this past energy that no longer serves you, you need to be very gentle with yourself and with others. I'm seeing that ensuring you have a safe space for yourself. I'm seeing that you need to have a place of sanctuary, whether that's something in the physical realm or a place that you can envision in your mind, somewhere where you can go, either through meditation, through visualization, or physically moving to that space. Having a place where you can go to pause and breathe and safely acknowledge what you've been through. By having that space, by giving it a space to breathe and be and come out, you're going to feel supported. You're going to feel that it's okay to let these things go now. It's okay to acknowledge past mistakes, past hurts, past regrets. It's okay to look back and say, past me did the best they could at the time. Present me may know better, and future me may know better yet. But I acknowledge and love my past self, because past self did the best they could at the time with the information they had. And even if the choices past self made were not always the best possible choice, it's okay to acknowledge that. It's okay to acknowledge that sometimes we've been selfish, or we've made a decision that benefited us but hurt someone else. And it's time to pause and look back on that and send all concerned love, because you can. I mean, time is a human construct, so it's entirely possible to look back and set the intention to ask for forgiveness, to ask for support, to send yourself and anyone else who was involved the comfort and support that was needed at the time, and that may be needed to this day. That can be as simple as speaking the intention aloud, placing your hand over your heart, and breathing through it until you feel that release. That can be as simple as lighting a candle with the intention to let it go. Because by letting go of these past hurts, you make space for the cycle to continue to grow. You remove blockages for the cycle to continue. And you step in to a place of personal power. I'm seeing that by taking this time to heal yourself, I'm seeing that by taking this time to reconnect with yourself, I'm seeing that by taking this time to be in a place of personal power, by taking this time to seek balance, by taking this time to heal and reconnect with relationships that support you, to seek out additional friendships that support you. I'm seeing that's really what's going to remove these blockages and what's really going to allow your blessings to grow. And I'm seeing that this healing work, this time of release, I'm very much seeing that you're being asked to focus on that through the end of this year. Possibly a little into the new year, but through the end of this year. Because I am seeing that with the new year, a new cycle is beginning for you. A cycle where you feel safe and supported, where you're seeing the blessings coming in, where you're feeling strong, confident, where you're putting in the work to continue to co-create the life you want. So I am very much seeing that by late winter and early spring, you're really going to be seeing an increase in the blessings you're co-creating, in the blessings you're manifesting for yourself, so long as you put in the work. Very much sort of a Eight of Pentacles energy, which is not in this reading, but that's very much the vibe that I'm getting for you. But I do see drastic improvement in terms of releasing cords and mental patterns and regret that you've been carrying around that really are just burdening you. I'm very much seeing that you are going to be actively letting that go, and that you're supported in doing so, and you're going to find it not easy, but in releasing it, you're going to do it with a sense of ease. Sort of in that way that when you complete a really hard task, that was a task you enjoyed, but it just took a lot of work. I'm seeing it in that sense, and that it's not that it's necessarily difficult to release, it does take work. And I'm seeing that you are putting in that work. You are actively already doing it. And the universe sees that and acknowledges that and is supporting you and letting you know that by midwinter, you're really going to start to see a difference. You're really going to start to feel a release of tension, a release of pain, a release of this tightness in your shoulders and your forehead and your muscles all over your body that you may not even realize you're still carrying because it's been there for so long. But I'm very much seeing by midwinter and early spring, you're really going to be feeling a lot more in control, a lot more calm and centered and confident, very confident. I very much see you coming into a place where you know what you want, you know what you have to do to get it, and you are actively putting in the work to do so, knowing that you're fully supported, knowing that even if there are any stumbling blocks in your path, you're going to overcome them, and knowing that what you focus on will grow. So thank you, Group 2. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to leave a like and subscribe if you so choose. And if not, that's perfectly fine. Please take what resonated and leave the rest behind. I hope I see you in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. This is going to be quite an exciting one. You were one of the few groups that actually ended up with 4 of the Numinous cards because they insisted on coming out. In this reading, you ended up choosing the Sunstone. And the Sunstone is all about empowerment and feeling strong and confident in all areas of your life, which is a beautiful message. And in looking at the rest of your cards, I'm seeing you are already embodying that energy, and that energy is just going to continue to grow, and that your confidence is very much being strengthened. I am seeing that you may be going through some challenges right now. You may be going through a time where you're feeling run down and burdened and like, my goodness, like you have a lot on your plate. But I'm seeing you are very aware that it's a temporary situation. It's a temporary situation where you're feeling overburdened, where you're feeling overwhelmed. And I'm seeing you have the confidence that you're going to make it through it and get everything done. I'm very much seeing that. I'm seeing that you can see the connections and the path that you need to take. And you know that whatever it is you're going through is going to lead to some sort of benefit in the physical world. Be that monetarily, be that in terms of a new opportunity that you are chasing, be that in terms of obtaining a trip you're working towards, obtaining new wardrobe, obtaining something. I'm seeing for some of you it might be a car. For others it might be a new living situation, but I'm very much seeing for some of you it may be completely paying off all of your debt. I'm seeing very much that you are putting in the work to get something it is you really want in the physical realm. And that through the work you're doing, you are actively transforming your current life. You are actively co-creating a better life for yourself. I'm seeing that even while moving through these challenges, any stumbling blocks, any sudden explosions in terms of, oh my goodness, I didn't expect to be hit with all of this at once, you're more than capable of handling it. Just pause, take that deep breath, recenter, feel free to pause and really be like, oh man, way too much to do. This kind of sucks. But with the knowledge that you're going to get through it, and that when you get to the other side, there's so many rewards waiting for you. I'm very clearly seeing that what it is you are trying to manifest, what it is you're chasing, you're going to get it. I'm seeing that maybe more towards next fall in terms of fully bringing that cycle to a close. Possibly even end of next year. But I'm very much seeing you're definitely going to start to see changes this winter and this summer. Very, very much like two big changes this winter and this coming summer. And I'm seeing you're very much going to be feeling confident and in your power and very clear on what it is you want and very clear on the path that you need to take. I'm very much seeing you writing your own destiny and knowing that you are always in charge of the life that you want and the life that you're living. I very much see you acknowledging that the actions and choices you make today actively create your tomorrow. And I'm seeing that a way that you can ease these struggles that you may be going through as you work on manifesting whatever it is you're trying to achieve, that practicing gratitude on the daily, that, well, I picked this up from somebody else, though I don't remember who, but going on a gratitude rant, when you're feeling really frustrated and really just way too much on my plate. I don't know how to handle all this. I'm just frazzled. Opening up the notes on your phone or on your computer or grabbing a piece of paper and just spending a minute or two listing everything you're grateful for. That's really going to help turn your mood around and shift your energy back to high vibration. And that by continuing to focus on being grateful for what you have, it's going to make this path towards what you want easier. And if you're not already actively practicing working with the law of attraction, I highly encourage you to look into that. There are plenty of videos here on YouTube. There is plenty of information out there that will really help you with that, because I am very much seeing you've got this. And that really working with the law of attraction and speaking things into being and putting in the work to assist with co-creating that's just really going to bring this about for you more quickly. But wow, group 3, I've got such good energy around you. You throwing off this vibe of just like, you've got this. Like, don't worry, folks. Like, it's handled. Like, the vibe I'm getting is like, you're the type of people want on their team. You're the type of person people want on their team. Because you've got this. You know what you want. You know what you have to do to get there. And you are confident that you can do so. And that in itself is a blessing. So group 3, thank you for joining me today. If this message resonated with you, I encourage you to leave a like and subscribe if you so choose. Please take whatever resonated and leave the rest behind. I hope I see you again in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, group 4, and welcome to your reading. My goodness, I think you are the group with the most cards, because both decks here decided to throw out more than I asked for. But we take the messages Spirit wants to send, correct? Let's begin. Group 4, you chose the Serpentine. And in this card, I can see that one of the blessings in your life is major transformation, as echoed by the Death card. I am seeing that the actions you're putting in today, the actions you've put in the recent and slightly more distant path, are leading to a major change in your life. And that it's all in divine right timing and in perfect alignment with your highest and best self. I'm seeing that this change may be coming about through you chasing a dream that you've had for a while, through you putting in work outside of what you do on the daily to really bring about what it is that you want. I'm seeing that you may have started putting time towards the career you actually want, towards a new creative venture, be that starting a blog, working on art after not having done so for a while, really getting back into perhaps hiking, or just generally spending a lot of time outside. I'm seeing that whatever it is you're putting this energy towards transforming is really going to pay off for you. I'm seeing so much growth. I'm seeing new opportunities coming in quickly and steadily. I'm seeing that this transformation, these changes, you're going to see those start to pay off by spring and summer. And I'm seeing that in the meantime, as this transformation is happening, you might be feeling like you need to take some time to yourself to reconnect with what it is that brings you joy. I'm very much seeing you need some time by yourself. You know, very much embody the hermit energy of stepping away and reconnect with what makes you light up, with what makes you feel utter joy, and with what makes you feel calm and content and safe and happy. Because I'm seeing by taking that time to get centered, this major transformation that's coming won't be as scary, because let's face it, change can often be scary. But I'm seeing it's all going to turn out really, really well for you. I mean, We have the Gemini butterfly card here. We have the Lovers card. We have the Sun card, which, I mean, does it get much happier than that? I'm very much seeing putting time towards your hobbies, putting time towards creative pursuits, putting time towards connecting with family and friends is really going to help bring about this major change in your favor. Is really going to help your blessings continue to grow. I'm very much seeing that whatever time you spend away reconnecting with what it is that brings you joy, anytime you spend away working on this dream that you're bringing into reality, time spent working on yourself, working on co-creating the life you want, is not only going to benefit you, but benefit those around you, particularly in terms of your family, your friends, your soul family, people who are connected to you in ways that serve your and their highest and greatest good. I'm very much seeing it's not just going to benefit you. It's not just going to benefit you. It's transformation on a scale that's going to ripple throughout your life, throughout those who are connected to your life. And it may start off as very small changes, but I'm very much getting that it's already started. And I'm seeing that by the time summer rolls around, you're going to look back and you're not going to quite recognize the person you were. Because the person you are now cannot quite imagine how good things are going to be. Because I think it's going to surprise you in ways that you cannot currently expect. I think that the work you're putting in, the transformation you're going through, is not going to just bring you the blessings you're actively working on growing. It's going to bring you ones you're not expecting as well. And I'm seeing it's important to spend time in nature. And I know that can be hard in the winter, but I'm seeing that although it may be difficult to connect with nature in the winter, particularly if you live in a place that's very cold, it can be as simple as bringing home some flowers from the grocery store. And I'm not saying you have to go for an expensive bouquet. I'm saying go for the cheapest one you can find that appeals to you. I'm saying you go for whatever speaks to you, that reminds you that even when the earth seems barren, even when the earth is sleeping, things are still growing. Things are still happening behind the scenes. Because that's very much what I'm seeing for you. I'm very much seeing that although you may already be seeing moments of transformation, there is so much more occurring behind the scenes that is really going to drastically transform your life between now and next summer. And drastically in such a way that it really is beneficial for you and everyone around you. So group 4, I know change can be somewhat uncomfortable, but for you, I'm seeing that whatever discomfort may come is so minor as compared to the hope you have for the future, the knowledge you have that you are making steady progress. I'm very much seeing you focusing more on what brings you pleasure, more on what brings you joy, more on what brings you comfort than on that which might be feeling like a setback, that which might be feeling like a bit of a stressor. I'm seeing you not focusing on that. I'm seeing you kind of letting these small moments of frustration, these small roadblocks, these, daily annoyances, these moments of tension really roll off of you. I'm very much seeing you just kind of passing through them, acknowledging they're there, but not paying them much attention because you have better places to be and you know it. I'm very much seeing that for you. And I'd like to congratulate you on having such a beautiful reading, because I really do see so many good things in your future. And I'm not entirely sure how that's going to manifest for you, because this is for a collective. But my goodness, such positive energy. I really do see things tilting in your favor. It's almost like when a pendulum swings, you're still very much on the upswing. It hasn't reached that peak yet. And I see that even if it does swing back down, it's just going to come back down to a new normal. And it's not going to be a harsh downswing. You know, it's very much going to be a matter of things kind of leveling out as you continue on this path to your highest and greatest good. So I'm very much seeing just really good things continuing to build. So congratulations, Group 4. Thank you for joining me today in this reading. If it resonated with you, I invite you to leave a like and subscribe. And if it didn't, that's okay. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I hope to see you again in a new reading. Until next time, thank you. Bye.